Come on. Come on.
Yes, YouTube, welcome back to another video. So I have had 4 days off the gym and I cannot even tell you how excited I am to go and get back in there. I get a lot of work done when I have a deload. I've got a lot of time at home, but it's too long at home. I need that now. Like, I've just worked from 5:30 till nearly 12. I'd just go for a walk and get straight back into the office. I need that time to go and drill a session. So that is exactly what we're gonna do, and I'm very excited for it. So I'm gonna walk you through why I've had a deload, why you might need a deload, the little things to look out for there, because sometimes it's just people being lazy. You don't actually need a deload, and we'll have a bit of a chat about that. And then we'll get in. Push is first up. We'll show you the big ones from push. We've got a big set, a few big sets today, so we'll be okay to just go straight back in and send it. It's only been 4 days, so it's still a week ago, that session, like it would normally be. So head is on. Food is back up to training day, 3,700. Check in from Ben, no changes, head down. We're gonna make the pre. I've just actually got the other, what flavor did I go for? Lemon, I think it's lemon sherbet is on the way. Get the pre made up. I just low-key caught that on my foot, but then it's still at the floor. Perform, Luke20, use the code, shout out if you do. Let me know if you do, I massively appreciate it. Let's get that made up and let's get in the car. Still not showed you the car as well. But it's dirty, so I won't show you that today. Might show you it at some point this weekend, but we'll see. Right, boys, we're in the car on the way to the gym. If you're slightly wonky, I apologise. Just tilt your head slightly. I've set my tripod up and it's a little bit skew whiff, but I can see my camera like low-key turning. So maybe we're all right, boys. Maybe we're all right. Let's talk a little bit about deloads, right? Because I think it's more of a controversial topic on the old internet, if that means anything, than it used to be. Now, you could argue that if you play it really, really safe with your programming, you know, you make sure you've got like a lot of rest in there, that yes, okay, you don't need a deload. But for me, if you're really trying to push and you're really trying to grow, you know, you will get to the point where that fatigue builds up a bit. Now, that is just goes to show, like, if you do not train very, 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 very hard, like consistently, continuously, year round, like if you're missing sessions and like you're going out drinking and then you don't train for 4 days, you don't then need to purposefully have 4 days off the gym, like at all. That will never ever be the case. There will never be a study that comes out that makes me think that you'll need a deload from that, right? So I'm talking about, like, look what I've done, boys, since I've been back from holiday. Like, genuinely, like you've seen, every single week my training is progressing, every set is progressing. I'm at all-time strength. I've gone from 79 kilo to 87 kilo, pushed up all through that entire time. Like, I've not had a deload within that time. What that comes with is some physical fatigue, and then there's some mental fatigue, and that's the kind of clue in how I like to approach my deload. So I love training, right? Like, more than anything, I absolutely love my training. For me to completely take time off the gym is very difficult, but sometimes it's needed. So from a CNS standpoint, sometimes just mentally, we need a bit of a break from that constant, like, legs, I've got them hacks, push, you'll see today, ridiculously heavy, pull, I've got, you know, over 4-plate RDLs and extreme row 6 plates. Like, mentally, we need that little bit of a break away from that. And that's why I take time completely out of the gym. So what we can do is go for lower volume, or we can take time completely out of the gym. I like to just take the time completely out of the gym. So then physically I'm rested and mentally I'm rested. Now for me, mentally, after 2 days, I fucking want to train, right? I've always been that way. But physically, need a little bit more. So now I feel fresh, I feel good, and we're ready to roll. So that's how I approach that. Just non-training day food, having that rest, and then we're pushing on and we're ready to go. And we look then at why we might take that deload, right? So in terms of why, what we are looking at is signs of fatigue. The main one is going to be your training stalling. If in the gym you just feel like you literally cannot get out of third gear, like you just have not got it there, like across everything, not just one session, not just one movement, like across the board with everything. And I can get that feeling bang on, like I know when that is there and what it is now, just because I've done this for so long. So that is a feeling that you will get. That then comes with fatigue out the gym. For me as well, I'll start to feel just a little bit battered. I'll start to be a little bit snappy, a little bit aggy, and I'll be like, hold on a minute, what is going on here? And then when I'm in the gym, energy levels are down. I said this to Jack, one of my clients. I said, I was searching for his name on MyFitnessPal, right, which has got McCallum in it, so it's got Cal in it. I was on C, because his name's Coach and then his name, and I was calling him Cal, and I was like, oh my God, like honestly, I do get, like, legit, I swear, when I've just battered myself, my I do get like legit brain fog. Like I will mumble stuff, I will mess stuff up. Like I'm speaking a lot better today already. I've noticed that. I don't know if that's just me overthinking things, but legit, I notice that every time. So there's got to be something there, like properly. So things like that, things like digestion being off, sleep being off, all of that. A big one for me as well is if motivation to train does drop. Like I genuinely buzzing to go in and get this session nailed now. So if motivation to train does drop, I know then I'm like, right, you know what, I probably do need a little bit of a deload. So those are all things to look out for. And what I like to do is just depending how it falls with like rest days, or, you know, if one of the boys is going on holiday, we'll just say now, like we've got Luke in Iceland at the minute. I just said to him, look, you know, we'll take these days off and then we're back into it. So that's a deload there. So you can use that holiday as a deload. And if that times perfectly, that works really well. And then you're fine. Like if you go on holiday twice a year and you have say a weekend away in there, you might not need a deload as such. You just have that time away. I've not had that, so that's why I've had to take this. But that's when we'll use that anywhere from, let's say, 4 to 5 days, maybe even more. That is what I would do personally. I don't like to do lower volume and stuff like that, because I just like to have the complete breakaway there. Then you're not, I know me, I'd just be tempted to go and full send it, and I'm not risking that, and I like to have the break. And I can get a lot done with work as well, which is good. But like I said before, like I'm sick of my house. I'm ready after 4 days. Like I've literally been for a walk and that's it, because it's through the week. So, you know, I'm ready to get in there and train. So let's get the pre down, fellas. I'm in for push, so hopefully we'll show you what we're looking like as well. I was actually 87 this morning, so we're moving well. Gonna get in and move some big load. I will see you on the incline Atlantis. We've got pec deck in there first, so incline Atlantis. Can't remember exactly what we've got, but whatever it was pretty big. So let's get it drilled. Right boys, here we go. Biggest set of the day. 5.5 plates. First time with 5.5 plates. I did 5 and a 7.5 for 9 last week. So I actually don't mind this. I feel good. Abs, all 3 sets progressed. Pec deck, rep up top set, 2 reps up back off set. So definitely in a good groove here to send this. So we've got 5.5 plates. You'll see boys, in that first half, get my breath. Second half is where I'll brace. I'll spend a bit of time in that stretch. I'm not thinking about pausing as such. I'm thinking about spending time in that length and range. Make sure I get that stimulus from that, and then make sure I've actually got control to drive through. So 5.5, full send. As long as I get at least 6 clean, I'm happy with that. And then we run that from there. So let's lock in. Right, I'll take that, fellas. That was a good clean 6. The one thing that puts me off on there, this handle twists. Don't know if you can see that. And this one doesn't as much. So sometimes I press and this will like twist. And then I'm like, oh shit, I'm out of line. I did it on like the 2nd or 3rd rep there, but that's just why, even more a reason for me to stay nice and controlled. Happy with that, and that's 6. We'll be on 6 plates very soon. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Back off, we've got 4 plates. 17.5. First one's feeling good. This is why I miss training, mate. I don't know. You can just sit all week and not train. if I had to just work and then had no training there at all. So if you're saying you're too busy, trust me, you will feel 10 times better when you're getting in a train. Don't have training as the thing you're getting rid of, because from a business perspective, you'll be better. From a life perspective, you'll be better. Physically, obviously, you'll look better, you'll be healthier. I would not be as good of a coach as I am and building the team that we are if I didn't train my arse off. I'm not the same person when I'm in here smashing up 5.5 plates. Puts me on a completely different level mentally and physically. So basically, lock in. If you ain't training, come on, mate, come on. We're on to the Nautilus. Let me tell you one thing with this, especially when you've got this that you can move and the seat you can move, make sure you record down the settings you've got on that, because if you hear me saying I've progressed, and you're like, how the hell are you doing that? But your seat's different every time. You get to any respectable load, especially, I've got this on 2 and 8. If I put that on 4 and 6, it's gonna feel completely different. You might think, oh my God, why am I weaker today? It's a completely different setup to last time. So make sure you have the setting that fits you. So for this flat press, you'll see when I'm holding the neutral, that will be in line with my lower pec. Back pad is perfect for that flat press. And then I can lock in on a feeder like this. And literally, I'll get this now, you'll see. Two reps. My chest is warm from what I've done. I'm then gonna put 10 on the top and get after it, because I know the settings are all good. I've done this movement for months. My chest is warm. My chest is absolutely full to the brim. I'm in the groove there, felt the load, and we'll get it. It's as simple as that. If this was new in, I'd probably do 3 feeders. It's not though. So you can save a lot of time with that as well. Right, I've got, boys, plus 10 on the stack, and we need to beat 6. So let's get 7. And if I don't, every single one of you is allowed to unsubscribe. And if I do, and you're not subscribed, you got to go press that subscribe button and like the video. Sounds like a deal. If I got you with that one, make sure you comment. Let's have it. Two up, boys. If you're not subscribed for that, come on, man. Do me a favour. That is why we have the deload in, boys, because you see them big sets? They're what we're fresh to get and run now. So 8 nail, and then we've got 5 for 8 to beat. Oh yeah. So we'll see now. In for cuff lateral. Now on my push A, I have more of what is a crucifix lateral, where I'm finishing like up and high. On this one, you'll see it's just like the movement we'd use with like a dumbbell, like a standard lateral raise, more just straight out to the side. So we never want to keep that upper arm directly out to the side, because if you just do that right now, you'll feel a lot more restricted. If you bring that just ever so slightly in front of your shoulder joint, we'll move a lot more freely there. So that's where I'm literally thinking about. All I'm thinking about is getting into a stretch, pausing there so we don't use momentum. I'm going to hold onto the rubber balls here, and then I'm going to drive through from that position. So that's going to keep me just everything aligned nice and stable. It's going to stop like my wrist bending back as I drive through and stuff like that. So we're going to actually nail 3 sets here, and then at the end we'll take 3 partials as well. We're going to get these nailed, and then if you know this session, if you watch the vids, you'll know it's tries. So we've got X's, and then we're into an overhead extension. So chest work done, side delts nailed, and then I'll flick the switch because arms is still a big focus. So I need to make sure once we're on to triceps, we're getting them absolutely drilled. That's very, very important. So I'll make sure we're absolutely smashing those, all of them. And if they go well, which they will do, because I'm feeling good, it's been a very, very productive session, and it is good to be back. Right, fellas, we're back. And what we do for the efficiency, I have 4 days worth of beef that I keep in this container. So on the 4th day, I just whack everything in here. That's the post-workout efficiency. I eat out of a bowl all the time because I'm always at home, aren't I? But I like a little switch up. So we just whack it in there. We've got the rice, 130 gram of dry rice. So remember, I was saying this to one of the boys this week. Make sure you always weigh your rice dry. If I kept that cooking for another 4 minutes, it would be a different weight than what it is now. So raw weight will always be the same, depending on how much water you use. Say if you use 300 ml and 400 ml, there will be a difference, right? If you use a shit ton of water, it's gonna volumize your rice, it's gonna be heavier. I could make that weigh 350 cooked or 400 cooked, but still raw weight, it'd be the same, right? So always weigh your rice if you are making it dry. I say raw weight all the time. It's not really raw, is it, when it's rice? I say it like it's meat. Dry weight. Always, always, always. 3 to 7 today. We've been on 3-3, like it's weird. 3-3 seems so low because I'm used to that 3-7 usually on those days. So I'm actually like, it's actually appetite-wise, I'm actually excited to eat these today because we've got a little bit more coming in. So we're gonna watch a bit of YouTube. Very busy evening with calls, and then we've got the team call. So I need to hurry up, get my steps done, sit my ass down. So it is now the Friday. Just had the team call with the fellas there. The team call? No, I didn't have the team call. I sent my check-in to the team there. And I said, like, it's so weird. When I know I need a deload, right, I'll hold a lot of water. And I can literally feel it. And I said that to Ben, and I can see that scale weight spike. Because today, after one session, when we're a bit fresher, I did come into the 87 straight back down into the 86s. So it's weird. It's honestly weird how it does that. And I've always done that. And I never used to know kind of why that was happening. So this was the look for checking back down into the 86s now this morning. And I'm pretty happy with that. You know, for 86s, 87, it's not bad. Obviously, we'll start to get a bit softer now, but we're growing well. And back in today for a big leg session. I want to show you this as well, boys. Crazy, crazy work from Jaden here. I shared this. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go check that out, because this was 19 pounds up. To be 19 pounds up like this clean, like look at that. That is absolutely wild. And that is being patient with that food and pushing that training. So I'm going to go now and get legs absolutely demolished. It's not great. We've rocked up at the gym, 8 AM on a Saturday, and there's no one here. First day, fellas, so I need to open the gate, and I don't know how to open the gate, so let's see if we can. I think there's a little box there with a key. And I think Jake, the owner, has messaged me with what the code is. There's usually someone who's in here before me. Pre-review, I've got lemon sherbet fizz to form. I love anything lemon. Anything lemon and cold, we'll take it. It's nice. Oh, there's a car coming. Oh my God, am I in the way? I think I'm in the way. We managed to get in the gym. Very good session as well, fellas. I'm just going to get my post-workout stuff now. And this is where I'm sat post-workout. 86 again this morning. So we're happy there. Still 4 lots of 20 in. By the way, Lucy whacked the magnet dartboard up. We had the big boy dartboard up. The darts were making holes in the floor, boys. Let's put it that way. So, for now, until we get a new setup, darts is a no-go. So, unfortunately, no 180s for a while, boys, I don't think. But we're gonna get this 20 nailed. Show you what way we've got, because one of them, it could be the GOAT, you know. It could be my favorite. Right, boys, so yeah, the lemon fizz was unreal. The pre, I really like lemon. But, carrot cake, mate. What we're gonna have now, that is like top tier. If you like carrot cake, like in terms of the most accurate flavors, that's the most ever. Like it's a bit of a weird flavor in it, carrot cake. It's like a very like specific thing, but it's not just like chocolate. It's unbelievable. That I honestly think is like the most accurate one. It's probably not what I'd get if I could just have one, but in terms of like accuracy, unreal. My brother went for cherry fizz flavour pre. I've not actually tried that, but I'm going to give it him when I see him today. And then I got white chocolate as well, because sometimes I put the whey like with my cereal. I thought I'd give that a try. I've not tried it frozen yet. I'm going to try the carrot cake frozen now because I had it at my pace. But to be honest, I had it yesterday. I'm not the biggest fan. That and the cherry bakewell have got like a, oh my God, Leighton Orient just bagged. Leighton Orient bagged. Can you see? Get up later on. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird taste. So So I'm not too sure. I'll keep you posted with that one. But I'll always be honest if I don't actually like any of them. Right now I'm not a massive fan of white chocolate, but carrot cake, unbelievable. So I'm going to make the paste now. I've already had my oats this morning. So I'm going to get the eggs. Like I said before, I did get into the gym. But it's just, you have to have a code to open it. I couldn't find the code, but somebody, that car was blocking. The lad did open up the gym, so that's good. Right, let's get this made. Keep you posted with the weigh. Luke, 20, more to try. Save yourself 20%. So if you like carrot cake, get that. Mark my words, trust me, you won't regret it. That time again in every video where we need to hit Aldi. I'm braving it in the shorts and sliders as well, and it's absolutely freezing. Eat up. So Lucy's left me this weekend. She's hen doing. So it is just your boy. The game plan coming into Feb. So pretty much what I've got now, right? So I'm 86 kilo. Don't really want to push past 90 kilo. So we've got the next 12 weeks. Now, when you get too fat, boys, when you push that too much, remember, you've got to pull that all off. So what you could do in 16 weeks, don't run that to the point where that's going to need to take 24 weeks, right? Because, okay, you might be able to build a little bit more tissue in that time, but if that's you in a deficit for another 8 weeks on top of already 16 weeks, like, I don't care who you are. You're as disciplined as me. You're as, you'll do anything, like anything Ben tells me to do, I'll do it. I don't care. I don't care about hard work. I don't care about low food, right? But just comes to a point, boys, where your body will just start to not respond as well. You'll be super, super flat for a long time. Food has to get really, really low. Then especially as naturals, we're looking at hormonally. It's not great. So we don't want to push that too much. Also, from an insulin sensitivity standpoint, you get to fat, you're going to get very good at gaining body fat. Essentially, that is what our body is doing. We're not going to be taking on board those nutrients, those carbohydrates how we want to, and we're just going to be storing body fat on top of body fat on top of body fat. So that's where we've got to be. Obviously, I'm nowhere near that now, but we've got to be careful with that, right? So 12 weeks, so that means February, March and April of pushing hard, right? So nice and steady, solidifying. If we do have any big spikes up, that should see me hit the 87s, hit the 88s, hit the 89s, potentially hit those 90s and stay around there. By then I know, right, okay, I'll feel a little bit soft. Like that's it, that's fine. I am actually going to be going to Dubai for those 4 weeks, but to be honest, I don't really care. Like the gyms are good. My training at that point is going to be the best it's going to be. So I'll just be coming in and nailing some big sessions and you'll see that. So make sure you're subbed for that. But yeah, that's the game plan. So the whole of May then will be just solidifying, spending time there. That's what I've not done. That's what I've not spent that time doing. So for a long time, we're going to spend time doing that and then we're going to pull down. So this deloads fell perfectly because I should be able to pretty much fresh now, run that straight through, and then I'm fresh again, ready to come into a diet phase. So it's pretty much perfectly. So that's the game plan. And then it will be the best diet phase yet. Stay tuned for that. Appreciate if you've watched. Drop a comment, you're a legend. If you're subbed, you're an absolute legend. Drop the video a like as well. Let's keep pushing the channel, boys. It massively, massively helps with all of that. Coaching wise, link as always in the description. Perform code in the description also, as well as the socials. And I will see you in the next one, fellas. Peace.